Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yacht Crafter. My name's Julie and today I have got Flosstube. So this is Flosstube 114. So last Friday I had my mid-year whip parade. So thank you very much everybody who watched that, and then watching it back I realised I didn't show any of the pictures and what things are supposed to look like, so I do apologise for that. I did show all of my whips. I forgot a couple which I'm going to show today, but yeah, once again thank you very much, and welcome to anybody new that has subscribed since my whip parade. So thank you very much for that. So last Friday after my whip parade I did stitch a little bit more, I think, on Ocean Pearl. So this is where we are now, and again I'm forgetting, so I will show you. I am on part 2 of Ocean Pearl, so I will show you what up to part 2 looks like. So part 1 was sort of this top half, so the globe and the plants, and this part 2 is the bottom, the treasure chest, the mermaid and the pirate. And I have been working in the lid section in here, the lid section, and I've come down and done a little bit of the contents and started the top row for the bottom of the treasure chest. So this is, whoops, losing stuff. So this is where we are now on Ocean Pearl, so making a good go at the treasure chest, but I can't wait to get to the pirate and the mermaid. So that's where that is now. Try and go back. Where is it now? Including part 1 and part 2 together, it says it's 52.43%. So I've done 5,518 stitches, so that's including part 1. So part 1 and part 2. So that's Ocean Pearl. Then, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. So Saturday I diamond painted, last Saturday. Then on Sunday for my whip and chat I stitched on Stitch Witch and I got 80 stitches, and that was mainly in the hat. But I'll show you what Stitch Witch will look like. This is what Stitch Witch will look like completed. So I have done most of her skirt. I've just got to do the fill-in. Then I've got to finish her hat and then do all the letters and everything else around. So the main body, the witch, Stitch Witch herself, is finished. So where are we with Stitch Witch? I have done a total of 4,682 stitches, and she's at 38.15%. So yeah, not even halfway done according to Pattern Keeper. But yeah, that is Stitch Witch from Tiny Modernist, and Ocean Pearl was also a Tiny Modernist. So also on Sunday we had a new start, and this one, when I can find it, I need to look on here, is the Turtle Quaker from Owl Forest Embroidery. Now my tablet's been slow. Nope. Let me back in. And now it's doing the thinking. So yeah, Turtle Quaker from Owl Forest Embroidery. And this is what this one is going to look like. So I've started in the center with the big turtle in the middle. So I got a little bit of a start, not much really when you look at the size of the fabric. That way up, I think. So that is the teeny tiny start that I got. So yeah, we started that one on Sunday. So yeah, Owl Forest Embroidery. So that was that one. Then, so I got 182 stitches on the Turtle Quaker. So then starting into this week, I should have been working on my second whip go number, which should have been Finishing Touch from Pain Free Crafts, and it was a free pattern on the For Fabulous Designer Facebook group. But yeah, I've just not been feeling 100% and not wanting to stitch on a bigger project, so I've been pulling out some smaller projects and getting some progress on those. So the Monday I pulled out the coffee sampler that me and Danielle are stitching together, Down South Stitcher. So I will show you what that one looks like, and this one is from Happy Mood Point, and this is what this one is going to look like when it's finished. And I started sort of on this side, worked my way across, and now I'm coming down onto this section here, and I'm just in this motif here with the berries, beans. So this is where we are now with the coffee sampler, and I'm absolutely loving using the brown variegated threads. I'm absolutely loving it. So let me just turn that over. You can see that a little bit better. There we go. That's a bit better because this one's a bit of a lighter variegated. But yeah, that is where we are with that one now. So that one is at 39.66%. So again, not even halfway through. I've done 4,780 stitches so far on it. Yeah, 4,780 stitches on that one. all together. So that was Happy Mood Point. Oops. To move the needle minder. There we go, so I can fold it again. So that was Coffee Sampler. Then on Tuesday I worked on Hello Spring from Shannon Christine. So this is what this one is going to look like. So Hello Spring, all those bright beautiful colours, pinks and oranges and yellows, very spring colours. So with this one, oops, let's move the needle minder and the thread so you can see what we have so far. So I filled in the H, I've just got the E left to fill in, and then I've been doing some of the flowers and filling those in, done some of the raindrops. I've decided I'm going to leave the umbrella till last. Some gorgeous purples, and this flower is just starting here at this side, and I've decided to make that a purple. Some of the colours I have changed up a bit, and I'm just using a box of thread that I got gifted for Christmas that and numbered. It was a case from, well, it was gifted to me for Christmas, but I've seen them in one of our like little shops, bits of everything shop. So that one is 50.64%. So yeah, just over halfway done with that one. I've done 2069 stitches on that, so yeah, over halfway done, just over halfway done with Hello Spring. Then Wednesday I stitched on Ho Ho Ho, and Thursday I stitched on Ho Ho Ho. So this is by Doreen Jones. No, don't want to do that yet. I want to view the PDF. No, it's not going to let me. Keeps going into the pattern. I don't want to go into the pattern. No, don't want to do that. I want to view the PDF, please. No, don't want that one either. Right. Keep sending me into the pattern. Obviously, I don't want to go into the pattern. I don't know why sometimes it does this. No. Why does it do this? Pattern keeper. This one. No, keep sending me into the pattern. I don't know why. You've got to press it just right sometimes. No, it's not going to let me. Right, so this is where we are with Ho Ho Ho. So this one is currently at 21.75% done, and I've got 2,445 stitches done. I think I've messed up a little bit. Yeah, there should be some pinks sort of in the middle here and then opposite here, but I'm going to leave it unless it absolutely does my head in, and then I'll pick it out. But this is the middle. Let me see. So above here we're going to have a Santa head and a green H, and underneath we're going to have a snowman and a green H. So it's going to ho ho ho. So let me see if it's going to play ball, and let me show you. Nope, it does not want to let me today. No, just keeps going into the pattern. Sorry guys, it's not going to let me. But yeah, that is where we are with Ho 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 from Doreen Jones. So I'm going to finish off the H, and then I'm going to finish off Rudolph. So he's got a bow tie down here, a green bow tie. And then yeah, decide where I'm going to go, whether I'm going to go with the snowman at the Santa at the top or the snowman underneath. But yeah, that is where we are with that. So today I should be working on the magazine piece, the anniversary sampler that I've shown. That's what I should be working on today. Saturday I should be working on finishing touch, so I'll see if I fancy pulling out a big project or not, whether it's just going to be another small one. But we are going out tomorrow. We're going to go and meet my parents. Just let the big truck past. So yeah, we're going to go see my parents so I can give my dad his Father's Day gift for Sunday. Yeah, I think the boys have got some big plans for Mark on Sunday. So yeah, I should be able to tell you about it in my whip and chat on Sunday whenever I get to record that, because that's usually after Sunday dinner. But yeah, like I said, the boys have got some plans for Sunday, so yeah, it just depends when I'm going to be able to record. It might be later on Sunday when I record. But yeah, Sunday is the long dog Zoom. That's usually 6 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock for the host where she is. So yeah, she kindly changed the day she did the long dog Zooms on, because she used to have it on a Friday, the last Friday in the month, but it was the evening time for her, which would have been like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning for me. But yeah, for a little time she did mention about wanting more people in, and you know, if anybody had any requests, you know, if, say for example she want to change the day or the time or something like that. So I did ask her, I said, could you possibly change the day? So she was talking with some other people and decided to change it to a weekend, but then also a Sunday, because most people don't work on a Sunday. So yeah, with changing the time and the day being a weekend, she was hoping that she would get more people in, and I think it has worked. It has helped a little bit. So there has been a few more people coming into Long Dog Zoom. So, but yeah, so thank you very much for that. So yeah, that is this Sunday. Normally it would be the last Sunday of the month, but because last Sunday, the weekend, let me try that again. So the weekend it would have normally been on, the last Sunday is the cross stitch weekend. So they didn't want them to clash, so she's moved it to the third weekend of the month, because then the last weekend is the cross stitch weekend, and yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, long dog weekend this Sunday, so 6 o'clock UK time. Sorry, drink of coffee. So yeah, so this weekend I should be getting big projects out, but we'll see. So next weekend, starting next week, is the acrostic word, which was happenstance. So I'm not actually sure what that word means, but yeah, happenstance was the word for the acrostic in the 24 hours of cross stitch Facebook group. So yeah, I'm just going to be picking up whatever projects I've chosen for the letters. So yeah, for example, Thursday was H, so it should have been the coffee sampler because it was designed by Happy Mood Point. So I've gone for Happy Mood Point for the H. And then yeah, today should be Always and Forever, which is a modern folk embroidery pattern that was in one of my stitching magazines. I think The World of Cross Stitching, or it could even be Cross Stitcher, but it's the anniversary piece that I'm doing in like the burgundy, like a brownie ready, is it 3777? Yeah, like that burgundy colour. So yeah, I might be able to work on that a little bit today. But yeah, so that is everything. So yesterday I got out all of my stitching things that I had put away, old magazines and some books and patterns and things that I had been gifted, well, some kits, not patterns, and I wanted to look through them. So this whole video you have been seeing the corner of this book here. So this book was part of a house clearance. The lady that used to live there unfortunately passed away. So one of our good friends, Dano's Universe, he was helping one of his friends to clear the house for the family, and there was some, like I said, cross-stitching things that were gifted to me, and some were gifted to Chris, to Crafty Chris, and in there were boxes of threads, which I've shown before. There was also some small kits, and there was some books as well. And as you can see, Traditional Samplers by Brendan Keyes, 20 cross-stitch designs celebrating the art of sampler making. So I have marked some of the patterns. I was looking through this morning to see which some of the patterns I liked, and this one at the front is particularly pretty. I like this. It says, "This I did so you may see what care my parents took of me." And it's Polly Kirkwood, 1821. And it's really, really pretty, the one on the cover. So really, really pretty. So I'm going to go through some of the ones that I have tagged. Hopefully won't show anything. So this one, I'm going to move my tablet out of the way so I don't knock anything. So this is a band sampler. It says the 17th century has been described as the golden age of samplers, making and the best known and loved of all 17th century samplers are band samplers. So look at that. I'll try and show you close up. I've got the capital, the lowercase, and then we've got these different bands and different things in the design. And then there it says, I don't know, I'll read that to you guys in a minute. And then at the bottom there it says Brendan Keys, 1998. So let me try and read what those words were. Were they words? No, I don't think so. It might have just been alphabet, unless you can just put what you want. Not land but learning makes a man complete. Not birth but bleeding makes him truly great. So that's what the words were. That's what they'd put in. But in the pattern, it just leaves it blank. So you can put what you want in there. Yeah, it's just left it blank. So yeah, looking at the pattern, you can just put whatever you want in there, in that section. So next we have the Hester Bidlington sampler. It says amplitude of motifs typical of the period. Birds, trees, dogs, crowns and plants are included in this charming sampler. The words is my name and with my needle I wore the same is commonly found in samplers. This type of sampler was frequently the product of dame, school and although the overall look of the sampler was often depicted by the teacher, children were allowed to personalize their sampler and use their imaginations. So Hester Bidlington is my name and with my needle I wore the same, 1853. That is cute. That is really cute. I love the house at the bottom. And then like it's got the dog in there, and it's got some birds, and then I think at the bottom here is their rabbits. Birds, trees, dogs, crowns and plants. I don't know, unless they're goats. I'm not sure, but yeah, really, really cute. So next we have Carnations sampler. I absolutely love this. This is Abigail Markham. The wonderful rich colours of the carnations in the border of this design sets the scene for the rest of the work. Carnations have been featured in samplers throughout the centuries. That is gorgeous. very gorgeous. Very nice. Then we have the bird sampler. Birds were featured on samplers from the early 17th century, usually atop a tree, bush or house, sometimes in a row or as a single decorative motif. The border for this sampler is based on Dutch designs dated 1843. It is unusual for such big birds to play a large part as this in a border design, but sympathetically placed they give a wonderful sense of balance to an already pretty border. So this is the bird sampler. That's pretty. Very, very pretty. I like that. It's 1827, Lucy Taylor. Have I got any more marked? Whoops. No, I haven't got any more marked, but so at the back here, Brenda Keyes runs a highly successful design business. The Sampler Company, with its wide range of historical based designs selling throughout Europe and the US. The original inspiration for the company was her lifelong interest in embroidery and antique samplers in particular. This is Brenda's 5th book and follows the publication of bestseller Alphabet and Sampler in 1993, Cross-Stitch Country Christmas in 1994, the Sampler Motif Book in 1995, and Exquisite Miniatures in 1997. Brenda Keyes is married with 2 children and lives in Prestwick, Manchester. Nice. But yeah, I am really, really pleased that I managed to dig this book back out. But yeah, it explains some of the materials and equipment, how to work the box, symbols, beading, the different stitches, so the eyelet, the back stitch, cross stitch over 1 thread, cross stitch over 2, 4-sided, pulled through stitches, padded cross stitch, wow, yeah, reproduction samplers. So yeah, that's that one that we saw, wasn't it, the band sampler. But yeah, you can just put what you want in there. But yeah, I am so very, very happy I have found this book back out. So yeah, traditional samplers. I don't know when I'm going to be able to start any of these, or whether I am going to start any of these. But yeah, I've got a few. I've obviously got the coffee sampler. I've now started the Turtle Quaker. I'm hoping to start the Halloween Quaker from Lila Studios. I've got the Crossword. So yeah, they're quite big projects. So yeah, big projects, not full coverage, but big projects. So like I said, I have been looking through some of the old magazines that I put away, and I did mark some of them for designs that I would like to start. So these 4 have been pulled out because on the Facebook group Melico Designs, she has been doing a free stitch along, and she's been releasing it in parts, and I think it's up to part 4 so far, and there is 6 parts in total. And it's these oh, what are they called? Mandala. Yeah, it's like a mandala design. So let me try and get these in some kind of order. So the one on her Facebook page has, well, people have been guessing, and with the 4th part being released, it's just this side, one side of the face, but it's got like a big bushy tail that comes out to the side, and people have been saying it's a squirrel. Some people are saying no, I think it's a chipmunk, but majority of people have been saying it's a squirrel. So it's, yeah, like I said, the Mandala Style by Megan Cairns, and she is Melico Designs. So this has inspired me to get these other magazines out, so because I would like to stitch them all, or most of them, on one piece of fabric. So I'm just gonna sort of dot them about, maybe put one in the middle, and then sort of work round, and then maybe come back and do sort of in between if I can sort out yeah. So like I said, the one on the Facebook group, people are guessing it's a squirrel. So she has also done some designs for the world of cross stitching. She does feature quite a few things in the world of cross stitching. So yeah, Megan Cairns of Melico Designs. So we've got the monkey, so that's one. We've got the elephant. Let me read what it says. So monkeying around, so this is the monkey. Then we have pause and reset, it's the elephant. So let me put those back together. Then we have the penguin, which I just think is adorable. It's crystal colour, it says. The cute penguin. And then we have the chick, so Easter pop-up. So yeah, there's the chick. And apparently there is going to be another one coming in a upcoming magazine, which is, oh, what animal was it? I can't remember what animal it was. I can't think, but apparently there is going to be another one. I can't remember, somebody did post it. I can't remember what it was, what the other animal was. There we go, that way around. So, but yeah, I can't remember what, unless it's already this one, the elephant maybe, could be. No. But yeah, apparently there is going to be another one. So yeah. So I've got those 4. There's the squirrel. And there is a few others on her Facebook group in the files. Can't remember what there's in there now. There's a couple in the files section. So yeah, that's the reason I've pulled those out. So I'm hoping to be able to stitch them all on one piece of fabric. So I need to look at what the measurements are to be able to maybe calculate and get maybe 9 on one piece. So I might do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got at least 4 here. There's another one, 5. The stitch along 6. Yeah. But yeah, just keep watching out for more coming from Megan Cairns. So yeah, they are really, really pretty. So something else in magazines that I have seen are the club stitches. So let me find where we are. So we've got B Club, and these are by Gemma Pratt. I'm an illustrator based in Exeter and have designed 4 Find Your Club patterns, all exclusive to World of Cross Stitch, so that you can all join the club too. This bee hoop is the perfect thing to stitch as a reminder to celebrate the beauty of nature that surrounds all of us. So we've got the Bee Club, and we have Plant Club, and we have Coffee Club, and we have Cake Club. So yeah, as you can see, I have got some fabric for some of the designs, so at least 2, and I think I've got some more little swatches of fabric, some little pieces, 10 by 10. But yeah, that is Plant Club, and then we have Bee Club. But yeah, so sweet. So that is another set that I would like to stitch. So yeah, that is 2 sets. The hoops are set there. Clubs is a set. I've got all 4. And then obviously looking at the Megan Cairns mandalas, I'd call that another set. Yeah, so next, so there was another couple of things that I pulled out. The Ultimate D&C, so David and Charles book collection, and this is a little like leaflet style one, and there was one in here that I would like to stitch. To find the page, so it's this one. I would probably leave the words off, new home, but yeah, I like the look of the house in the background, and then sort of up front in the foreground we've got the bird houses with the birds. So very, very cute. So yeah, it says new home. That is really cute. So like I said, this is a David and Charles book collection. So it says exclusive to Cross Stitcher. Oh, there we go. It must have been a free gift or something with one of the magazines. Then there was this as well with the little projects in. Fast and fabulous gifts. And look at this one at the bottom there. It says genius at work. That is so cute. Then when I was looking through, I found some kits that was from the same lady that had the book. So we have this one, it's the Born Free. So we've got the mum and cub, and when I was looking in this, I hadn't looked in it since I received it, and the lady has started it. So look at that, the gorgeous mama face and those eyes. This is gorgeous. It's that way around. I think that's the start of the cub, I think. Yeah, I think that's starting to get into the cub. But yeah, so the lady had started it. So that's that one. Then we have this one, and this is a Candemar Designs. It's a countered cross stitch Christian Riesa Lesser. It's a Silent Journey picture, and I don't think this one has been started, but it's some gorgeous tealy blue fabric. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, like I said, she hasn't started this one yet. It was open. The needle is in the fabric. But yeah, very, very pretty. Cute dolphin. It's got all the threads in the bag, I think. Then we have this one by Sewing Box, and it's a cross stitch house kit. Very cute. So Sewing Box, and again, I don't think, oops, turn that back over. No, I don't, it's not been started. No, it's not being started. No, it's not been started yet. So, put this back in the bag. So yeah, that is that one, the cross stitch house kit. Then we have another one. Oh, put that back. Then we have the Lighthouse kit. And this one has not been started either. And I'm not actually sure what fabric these are in these kits. Let me, does it say on here? No, no it doesn't. Does it say? It doesn't say on the instruction card either what no, I don't know what the thread is, or the fabric is. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what the fabric are in these kits. No, it doesn't say. So then we have cross stitch garden kit. Very cute. Very cute. And again, oh, this one has been started. So, yep, I think, yes. This one has been started. So let me put the needle in. This does feel quite soft, so it looks like, I think that's the front. I'll just put the other thread back in the bag. I was looking on the back, so I think sure. I don't know where she started. Oh, in here. So she's done this. Oh. So she's done this bit grey in here and come along and done some of this bit, and she's just started in this bit here. So yeah, she has started that one as well. It looks like she's organised the thread too. Have a look. Ah, she's got it on a thread organiser. Look at that. Cross stitcher it says on it. Yeah, she's got all the thread organised and looped round. Yeah. So again, that must have been a gift. Cross stitcher. Very nice. Yeah. So that was another kit, so the garden kit. Then, so yeah, that was all the kits, as well as the book that I dug out of things that I'd put away that, yeah, I hadn't quite gotten to look through properly. So yeah, I was doing that yesterday. So, some forgotten kits. So, this one, I'm going to pull it back out, is S is for strawberry. So this is a Little Dove Designs, Faye Walsh. So I will show you where I am with it. So this is, oh, I've only got halfway done, so there's no point in folding it all. So this is where I got with it before I put it away. So yeah, S is for strawberry. So I was actually working on this one last summer, before I organised and, yeah, decided which projects I just needed to put away for a little bit. So yeah, S is for strawberry. That's where we are with this one. So I'm hoping to work on it more this summer. It looks like I had out the number thread, yes, that I was working on. So that's that one. I'm hopefully going to start working on again. And then we have the Flutter, the Oracle Sal Facebook group, and this, I think, was the fabric that I got gifted a few birthdays ago from Danielle from Down South Stitcher. So again, I am nearly complete. I've got, I think, up this bit. I think there's some more flowers and things, and maybe it might go around a little bit more up here. I think there's another, I think there's at least another one more butterfly. Maybe it might go in here somewhere. But yeah, this Ada I got gifted a few birthdays back. So, but yeah, I definitely want to get this one back out and get it stitched. Plus, the Oracle Sal Facebook group have recently announced another stitch along. I've actually got these on a ring, but yeah, I have aside a thread I was working with again, I think, unless it's just loose in the bag. But yeah, that's the Oracle Sal, and it was the summer, I keep wanting to call it Flutter, I don't think it was called Flutter. But yeah, it was the couple of years ago now, I think that stitch along was. But yeah, like I said, I think they've recently announced another stitch along. I think it's a Halloween one this time. I don't know if they currently have a summer one going, or some years they might do a summer one, some years they might do a autumn, fall, Halloween type one. So yeah, they might alternate it. So then, last but not least, a kit I got gifted a few Christmases back. This is a cross stitch pillow kit, but it is the wool. It's the wool that you cross stitch with on like a latch hook canvas, but you stitch the wool. I've kept all the bits, but again, it is something else I need to get cracking on. So I was gifted this one Christmas from Crafty Chris and DS Models from Dave and Christine. So yeah, I need to get cracking on this one again and do a bit more. So yeah, this is a full pillow kit. But yeah, so they gifted that to me a couple of Christmases ago. So let me see, is there anything else? Yes, freebies. So first of all, I will show you the Doreen Jones Friday freebies. So I will show you last week's, because I didn't get to that one last week because I didn't do a traditional floss tube. I did my mid-year whip parade. So let me find, I don't know where it's gone. Trying to find it now. It can't be that far away. There it is. So last week's Doreen Jones Friday freebie. So it says, hello everyone, today's Friday freebie is a picture of fish. For no other reason than I felt like drawing fish when I was putting this together. I hope you enjoy sewing them. So that was last week's, last Friday freebie. So this week's Friday freebie is this one. So it says, today's Friday freebie is just a small one that would make a fabulous quick stitch for a birthday or just to say hello to someone. It says, make life delicious. And it's got a little cupcake that's decorated. It looks like a rose. So yeah, make life delicious. So yeah, that was today's Friday free. Excuse me. So let me see if I can find the information for. I don't think they posted a picture or a sneak peek, but I've got the information for the stitch along for the Melico designs. So in the Facebook group, the Melico Designs Facebook group, in the files section you will find all the information you need for the squirrel. For the squirrel. So yeah, it does come in 6 parts. There is the placement information, there is the colour key, and then there is important dates. So back in April, the middle of April, was all the pack information, so the thread, the fabric, the size, all that was released the 16th of April, but the first drop wasn't until the beginning of May. So 3rd of May was part 1, the 17th of May was part 2, part 3 was 31st of May, and part 4, which we've just had, was the 14th of June. So that was a couple of days ago. So part 5 will be the 28th of June, and part 6, the final part, is the 12th of July. So then from the 12th of July up until the 26th of July is when the pattern will be taken down. The design will be removed from the group, so please save the files on your device before this date if you haven't done so. So yeah, we've got up till part 4 now, and there is 6 parts. So the files and everything will stay up until the end, towards the end of July, so 26th of July. So if you want to do the squirrel, then yeah, go ahead and go to the Facebook group, which I should have linked down below, Mellico Designs cross stitch group. It should be in the description box, the link to the Facebook group. We've had the email for the needle minder of the month, and this month's theme is cats. She did post on Instagram for people. She had a couple of ideas for this month's needle minder. I think the choices were Mickey Mouse or cats, and then yeah, when we received the email, the majority vote was cats. So we have had the email asking if we do want them or not, because she's been finding that in the past, if she's made like 10 boxes, 15 boxes, she's had some left over, so she's been putting them up in her shop, and yeah, she says sometimes they're just not selling, so she doesn't want to make too many. So now she sends out emails whether you want the box or not, so she knows how many to make. So that is Don't Step on Your Needle over on Etsy. She also does have Instagram, where she does post quite often, like I said, themes, and or she'll post, you know, interest emails have been sent out, or invoice emails have been sent for clubs, because she has a Needle Minder of the Month club. She also has Scissor of the Month clubs. Yes, this was the other one that I mentioned, that I did mention that I want to start before the end of this year, the Halloween Quaker. So yeah, that's another one. Yeah, quite a lot of people have said it does take a bit of work. She said, they say, you know, it might look small, it might not look like there's a lot to do, but there is a lot to do when you look at the individual Quakers and the design, and then, you know, the row of houses at the bottom, and yeah, just all the intricate detail. Some people look at that and think, that won't take long, there's not a lot to do. There is a lot to do in them little, well, not so little, but Quakers. And then there's the witch herself, and then all the other little motifs. There's the legs and the boots, there's the cats, there's some pumpkins. There is quite a bit to do. Let me think. There was recently another couple of free charts in the Artisy Facebook group. I forgot to check this morning. I don't know whether they're still free charts or not, but this is one of them. It's called Fantasy Home. So Fantasy Home, that was one of them. That's on the Facebook group. Yeah, Artisy Facebook group. And again, this should be the link in the description box. And this is the other one. So this is Dolomites in Italy. So that was the other one. So like I said, on the Artisy Facebook group, yeah, she posted some freebies. And also I was reading recently that sometimes she will put free charts up on her, I think it's website, or is it a blog? No, I think it's a website, the Artisy website. There's some free ones on there as well. So in her Facebook group she does some freebies, and then on her website she will do some other different types of freebies. I did have a look. There is some permanent freebies, some like little ones. I think there's some awareness ribbons and things like that. They're permanent free charts, but the ones on the website do keep changing. So she'll put some up, then she'll take those down and put some new ones up, take those down and put some, you know, the ones on the website are changing. They're, yeah, don't know whether they change every month or every couple of months, but on her Facebook group she will post that when it gets close to the date of changing. So if you want to go and have a look, download the ones that you want, because I'm going to be changing them in a week or so, in a few days. So she does give a bit of a heads up if you already hadn't looked, excuse me, in the free section, to go and get them before she changes them. So she does put a heads up in the Facebook group. So is there anything else? I don't think there is. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you guys. I have been going through some of my Peter Rabbit things as well. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get back to the Peter Rabbit patchwork quilt, but the supplies are not going to go to waste. There is some big pieces of fabric. There is a full big sheet of what was going to be used for the backing fabric. It was a yellow and white polka dot fabric, so I've got that huge piece of fabric, and then there was other bits of fabric to make the patches, the patchwork patches. So there were smaller pieces of fabric there that I could sew together, and then there was some like long thin strips of fabric to go around the edges when you finish off the front of the quilt. So sort of going around each of the blocks, or if you make like a block of 4 or 6, you would then put all of the white or the lighter strips I can't do what I'm doing, around the edge of the block. So there was some like white thin strips of fabric. So yeah, I'm not going to let the supplies go to waste. There was a patchwork ruler, plastic square thing for cutting the right size patches and squares that you need. There was a rotary cutter. There was the 2 different kinds of tins with the Peter Rabbits on. There was the big tin that I did store away the patches that I had already made, so I could incorporate that into something. But yeah, like I said, I'm not throwing any of the supplies away. The threads for making the character patches, and then the little swatches of felt and fabric and things to make the character patches, they won't go to waste either. I can probably use those and make my own little squares or something, you know. So I might be getting the sewing machine out at some point. The only thing is, I was thinking of making project bags, but I don't have a zipper foot or any way of putting zips in properly. The project bag that I did make, it didn't seal at either of the ends, so currently I'm having to use pins on that project bag. I'm not currently using it, but yeah, just to keep either end of the zips so I can actually open and close the bag if I was ever to use it for a project bag. So I am struggling a little bit. I did manage to get the zip in, and it's stitched at either side lengthways, but it's the top and the bottom trying to seal the zip in, and I'm presuming that is what the zipper foot does and helps to do, to keep the zip in. But yeah, I don't know how else to rectify that, because it's just a normal foot, a normal stitching or sewing foot on the machine that I have. So yeah, I think that is everything. I don't think I've got anything else to show, but definitely go check out the Melico cross stitch Facebook group. Definitely go and check out the Artisy Facebook group and website. Even if you just want to give one of their patterns a go, you could always look in the free section and download it and see what you think of the pattern, how easy it is to read, and yeah, maybe give a little section of it a go. Maybe find something with just something little you could stitch, maybe a lighthouse, or just see how you get on with it. But yeah, I like the look of her patterns. I don't think I've started any of them yet. I have got a few Artisy patterns, but yeah, mainly from the freebie section. But yeah, so definitely go check out both of those, and the Oracle Sal Facebook group. Like I said, the butterfly or flutter, whichever, I think it's since been taken down, or it may still be in the files, I don't know, but there is a new stitch along in progress. There is another stitch along going on Owl Forest Embroidery over on their Instagram. Treasure Island, I think it's called. I do remember telling you guys about it at the time when it first started. It has started. I think part 3 has just been released for that one. The top one was like a banner, a ribbon thing that you stitched. Part 1 was sort of underneath that, and then part 2 was the right side of that second part to stitch. But yeah, definitely go check out that as well. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Wow, an hour and 15 minutes I've been jibber jabbering with you guys. If you're still with me, then thank you for staying and watching to the end. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a brilliant Father's Day on Sunday. Enjoy your family time and yeah, whatever you choose to do. So I will probably see you guys next on Sunday whenever I get to film my whip and chat. So remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.